Hi. Hi. Moby. Sorry. Moby. Um, Actually, there is quite an interesting story. It's quite an interesting conversation starter, that one. Yes, many people do call me Moby Dick, and it has gotten a little old, but I'm used to it. My name is Mobolaji. That's my full name. But back in the States, nobody could say Mobolaji. Everybody just called me Moby, so kind of stuck. So, Moby. I saw your ad online, and someone forwarded it to my email, and I suppose the universe was trying to tell me something. So I can recognize the big guy's sense of humor. Yes, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. Do I just start talking about my issues? I mean, I don't have issues, but aren't you supposed to help me with that? Why did I come? Well, um, an aunt of mine, she said I'm swelling. I'm swelling. Someone else said that I am ballooning, like a big round balloon. People are so superficial and judgmental. Little bastards. Sorry. Yes. So no, actually, it's not like I'm a sumo wrestler. I'm not anything close to a sumo wrestler. I do agree that I did some modeling back in the day. I used to model. But hormones, childbirth, those things will do. Not everybody's Heidi, Heidi Klum. Yes. My friend Irede, I have a friend. Her name is Irede, and my friend Irede, she says maybe I should talk to somebody. Amateur psychotherapy. There's Irede, amateur. She's not a psychotherapist, but amateur psychotherapy is her second hobby. Waxing lyrical and motivational speaking. Now that's her first hobby. But you see, she took a psychology class in the first semester of college, and since then, everybody will hear what everybody's life is an episode of Yana Fix My Life. She tries to fix my life. Yes, so yeah. But the thing is, to be honest with you, Irene would actually be very good at it if she went pro. She would, because she's always spot on when it comes to people's problems. And in Nigeria, there's so many people with unresolved issues that they just don't talk about them. So many people. Sorry. It's not. Last time I remember, she said I was depressed. Reading my friend, she said I was depressed. The funny thing is, she had no idea that I was on a daily cocktail of Romatan. I've tried Xanax. I have tried Xanax, but it gives me a migraine, so But Bromatan. Bromatan. Yeah. Anyways, Bromatan and ice cream. I would have 1 scoop of sweet vanilla cream. None of the crap with flavored, vanilla ice cream. I would have another scoop of banana, a drizzle of caramel, a very generous splash of Baileys, and crushed Oreos. Well, let me say this first of all. Everybody has bad days, okay? It's not. I'm not the first person. and I will not be the last person. I've had bad days. And before you ask me why I started taking meds, I will tell you, things were difficult. Things were difficult and tough. They were tough for me. But I'm fine now. I'm back on my feet. And you see, like I said, good days and some not so good days. Is the divorce. I am divorced. I am divorced. And apparently I'm not the same person I used to be. Something the other like that. Needless to say, the word withdrawn is now refrain in our conversations. So, as far as I'm concerned, that is more psycho mumbo jumbo. I didn't tell her that, but everybody has bad days. I'm not the first person. I don't think I'll be the last person. And before you ask, because I know you ask, but before you do, the reason I was taking meds was because things were difficult. Things were difficult and tough for me at home. But I'm back on my feet. See, so yes, as I said, good days and bad days. Why did the marriage end? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Things weren't the same anymore. He said he felt like he had nothing to give. Before he left, because he left, but before he left, he said something. Do you know what he said? Something. He said, he said he didn't have anything to give me. He didn't have anything to give me. Things weren't the same anymore. He didn't look at me. He felt like he wasn't enough. Before he left, before he left, he said that he said he didn't have anything to give. He didn't have anything to give me. I mean, I thought that a baby would change things, but a baby didn't change anything. The last thing that he said to me before he left was, I can't give you forever. It was funny story. It was Easter. It was Easter Sunday. We went to church. We always go to church on Easter Sunday. So we went to church. We went to church, and then we went to his parents' house. Now, his family, if you know Toby is my husband, his family, they are a handful and a half. His cousins, they eat like they have been deprived for some time. I cooked. I cooked and cooked. I cooked so much that day and cleaned, and by the time the day was over, I was exhausted. And when I tell you that I was exhausted, I was flat out done. By the time I got home, I went straight upstairs. I went to bed, and he stayed downstairs. I think he was playing video games or something. It was 1 a.m. I think. It was 1 a.m. No, it was 1 a.m. Definitely 1 a.m. And I heard this loud boom on the door. I saw men. No, I saw men. I saw guns. I saw men with guns. There were men with guns. They hit Toby on the head. Toby's my husband. They hit him on the head. They took our laptops, took our iPads, phones. They took everything. They took everything they could find. I told them, I said to God, to them, I said something. Please don't hurt us. I said, please don't hurt us. One of the men, one of the men, kept staring at me. He I noticed, he just kept staring, and it was very creepy. It was very creepy. And he just grabbed me. He just grabbed my arm. Like, I was there, then he grabbed me, and it was so, he grabbed my arm so hard that I thought it would come out of my shoulder. I'm not even kidding. It was, and he grabbed me, and then he asked me to lie. He grabbed my arm, and then he cocked his gun. I remember, because when he cocked the gun, I lay down, and then then I said, I begged. I begged him. I said, please. I said, please, don't do this. Don't do this. I didn't even, whether he understood what I was saying, I just kept saying, please don't do this. 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 Please don't do it. But he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop. And he just kept going. He just kept going. And he kept going. And he kept going. Two other people came in after him. It wasn't just him. I don't regularly wear any underwear to sleep. But no, yeah, I wasn't, so it was easy access. Then they brought Toby in, and they made him watch. Toby is my husband. They brought Toby in. And I caught a glimpse of him. I looked. And I just laid there. I didn't scream. I didn't fight. I just lay there. Oh, he forgot to lock the doors. I told him to lock the doors, but he forgot. And he didn't lock the doors. I think for the most part, that's where most of his guilt came from. But I think the fact that maybe, probably, the fact that he had to watch what happened was it traumatized him. What happened traumatized him. It traumatized him. Like me, lying there, being ripped open, wasn't traumatizing for me. It traumatized him. So, he didn't look at me the same. He didn't touch me for months. It was like I wasn't even there. He walked through me, really. He just walked through me. I thought maybe if we give parenting a go, if we tried to be parents, we would maybe it would help. But the whole new beginnings thing with new child, maybe. But she looks just like him. We have a daughter. She looks just like him.